damn it. Okay, well, I guess I'll just keep going. Again, it's about all I can do. No. I'm actually getting really annoyed that it is not selecting settings anymore. Every time I select it, it goes to the advanced settings. Why is that happening? And I really don't want it to do that. Let's go back down to a width of 4. Alright, now let's bring it back. I was actually kind of hoping I could maybe flatten it. That's terrible. I wanted to bring it back in on itself. So it needs to be back further, I guess. No. I mean, sort of. I'm not particularly thrilled with that. Okay, well, yeah, the music's pretty good in this game. I really hope that it is not going to get me copyright strikes. I have not uploaded yesterday's yet, so I don't really... Nope. So I don't really know if it's going to be okay, but I hope it is. Oh, god damn it. Yep, this is in-game music. So, hopefully it's nice and chill enough that it will just be fine. Oh, damn it. Okay, undo that. Raise it up one more. That is a terrible slope. It's a very, very steep slope. Why is it dependent upon the angle of my camera that it will connect or not? That's awful. And it's way too many steps. Okay, well, I guess we're going to get the same situation here then. I guess entrance paths are a little bit thicker, aren't they? A little bit thinner, rather. Maybe I could bend that one in. I'm really not sure why it's... You know what? Maybe I could do... Maybe I can get that half path. I just want to delete. No? I hate the ramps. Well, it looks kind of weird, but I guess it'll be okay. I don't know. What about... Okay, well there's those, but I'll probably have to make my own custom toilet. Having a toilet right there probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Although, again, like what would be the point otherwise? I guess maybe, can we get not one of those? Well, we could just use a pre-built thing right in the middle. What about an ATM? I'm not going to charge for the monorail, at least not yet. I'd like to have people just use it so that they can get around. That's not how you do rail. That's not how you do rail. There. Edit the track. So now, if we actually delete, so that should be high enough, because I don't want it to go, if I'm going to have them go through the buildings, I don't want them to be too tall. In fact, maybe I don't even want that. Let's lower this back down to normal height, and we'll just curve it round. Okay, maybe that's too much. For now, we'll just leave that. This is just as a visual indicator. Because until I build this, I really won't know where it's going to go through. I guess it'll go through there, up and around, through a tunnel, out there. Okay. So it'll be something like that. So let's go back now to the paths, now that I actually know where these things are going. And we will, of course, set them to length of 5. Well, maybe it should be length of 1 first. So it'll be kind of lined up right there. Well, that doesn't really help. Let's actually undo that. There. Bent round, and it'll go that way. Sort of. It's still kind of not straight. Okay. But yeah, they'll be whisked along right across the top there, so that'll be good. Now, there are signs in here that I can make, right? So I could do... oh, I don't want humanoid. Prop type... decorative shape, maybe? I'm looking for letters, but there might just be a sign. If there's some kind... I feel like there is. Isn't there some kind of custom sign that I can put up there and type something in it? I mean, I guess I can always do like a, ooh, geez, not that, but I don't know, because I'd like to have something in the stations. You know, I'd like to be able to put a letter or a sign right here that says what station this is at. So, what else can I do here? Do I not? So you have to start from this side and go all the way around? I can't start on this end? There we go. So we'll do the same thing, I guess. Or not? We can't bend it? There we go. Bend that back out straight. Why are you fighting me? Okay. So that looks like the same curve. No, just undo that for a minute. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, this needs to go back down to 1. It needs to pop out. Not there. Something like here. There you go. Maybe not. Okay, that's more like it. Still not, I don't like where this is going because that looks like it's going in a weird direction. Actually, they both do. Neither of them looks like they're going straight. Which, I mean, I guess that could be okay by the time we get to the center, but for right now it's good. Let's just call it good. I've been fiddling around with that too much. So actually, this line as well might not be where I want that, because if I want to put another ride here, that's going to greatly affect what I can put here. Okay, that's for the city. So you can do these filters. I wish that you could do custom tags for some of these, because some of this has custom tags, but it's for scenery. It'd be nice if I could categorize this somehow. Oh, so maybe I should be doing a mix of gentle rides and extreme rides so that I don't freak everyone out here. I don't know, maybe I'll put the bumper cars here, because then I can still get something, some little ride in there. Insanity. Well, okay, so how many crazy rides do I have? That's considered gentle. That's considered gentle. And this is a crazy one, right? What even is this? Oh, yeah. So, if I put bumper cars in, which I think is a pretty standard... Oh, yeah, what is this? Power Moves Excitement build. We could do something with that. Maybe on this side? It needs to be able to draw people to something. Eerie elevation. How big is this? Ooh, it's so big it's loading before I even let it on screen. I think this has zombies in it. I think this is an actual ride. There are interactive rides. Like there's the Ghostbusters ride that you can interact with. This looks like another interactive one. So we could actually ride it and then like shoot zombies and stuff, which will be cool. Okay, I need to stop getting distracted here. So all of these have been kind of put down. Except I do want to maybe put something somewhere for some of these last little shops. I don't know, I've got some empty areas here that I feel like I need to use. I can custom build, but man, that seems like a pain. That I would really rather... Oh, there's vending machines. There's actually just vending machines. Okay. I'll have to remember that. Vintage... Some vintage sugary machine. Okay. Oh boy. Oh yeah, cool. Oh man, there's so much stuff in here. Standard restroom. Yeah, and then of course we'd have to... Hotels. Oh, that's right, there's hotels in this. Standard ATM. Okay. Anyway, I just need to figure out the last couple of rides that I want to do in here. Track rides. Now these blueprint rides, what do we have here? Panic Parking Lot, Ring Racers. How big's this? It's pretty big. Okay. Steam, Jailer's Den, Witch's Haunt, Whitewater. Okay. So these are pretty big rides. We will have to think about some of those. And then of course I could make my own tracks. Like I could make my own little go-kart area out here. I'm going to try and avoid doing a lot of my own custom stuff, just because there is already so much in here, but maybe as fill-ins, like the in-between spaces, maybe I'll start doing some of that. Like I do know that I kind of want to make some stuff for like the steampunk area in between. So, okay, back to this. Let's go to ride. Let's put in the thrill rides. What is that? The Zozo? Well, that's tiny. Well, that would have been a perfect fit for something like this. Tiny and flexible. Okay. The Wild Blue? That's a pretty standard ride. Alright, so let's go to Gentle Ride, Bumper Car. And the stream is going down again. I want to give it enough space that I can give it a gate. Alright. Place the entrance over here, place the exit. I need that path to go a little bit further. Actually, let's not do the little snaky queue. No, I don't know. How big of a queue is this going to be? So maybe it should go out all the way. There. Okay, that's a little bit better. That will work. Okay, so that's a pretty standard ride there. Then we'll do... what kind of scenery do I have here? Dodgems is a lot easier to say, too. Main game? Custom, what about blueprint? Ooh. Lots of stuff. I don't want that. I don't want that. Main game. Yeah, okay, well. You can do a fireworks display, that's fun. Oh, that's cool. Well. What is this? Plumes of enceladus. Okay, that's definitely a tech thing. Planet scenery perfection. Just have geysers out in the middle of nowhere. Big ol' UFO. Okay, no real buildings for that then, unfortunately. Yeah, I can use like the planet scenery off the planet. What is this? Well, that would be a good thing to put in front of that, if the queue weren't already there. That means I'm going to have to change my pathing again. Maybe I should, though, because I could have the pathing go out this way, and then that might allow me to put that in there. Well, I'll come back to it. Let's actually get something in here. I don't need shops and facilities at the moment. I think I will go for that big, ostentatious looking thing. What is that, blueprint? Yeah. Now, where I'm going to fit that, I'm not really sure. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to come back in once again and delete the roads, or the rails. No. Okay. Not that. Just Lego. Okay, there's no rails yet. But I want that. I don't want that. I just want you to have one. Can you just leave that? Fuck. Why can't I just make it stop? So aggravating. Now as we transition out, it's going to have to determine where these parks are before I... So obviously I'll build the parks, each section, and then we'll end up filling in with the transitional stuff. So anyway, let's get this last ride in here. Well, this ride. This is, it doesn't really say whether it's... Okay, it is a thrill ride. That's the tag on it. So we'll kind of build this... Well, if I give it a little bit more room on that side, I can maybe get that rail to go around it. Okay. Place entrance on this side. Just trying to visually see where maybe that's going to end up. I'm okay if that kind of makes that path a little bit bigger. It does fit. What if I just... Z key. Okay. And then of course, because that is an exit, I want to make sure that that is indicated. A visual indication for the guests not to go wandering up a pathway. Alright, and then we need to connect. And this is where it's going to get a little bit crazy. Well, okay. So I need you to actually straighten out. Then we go on the grid. And we can't go further. Like, okay, stop. No, 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 no. Why isn't it taking the whole damn thing? Oh my god. Try. Okay, I think we're just going to have to deal with the fact that it's not going to be a perfect geometric loop here. It's going to be a little bit off. Unless I can maybe come in here, delete that middle bit, and then go back to the path. But it's got to be on that grid. So I want you to let go of that now. Thank you. And then we get off. Okay, what if... I mean, I could just not do angle snapping, I guess. Alright, that looks a little bit better. Only a little bit. I'm really not making these conducive to any kind of priority passing, but I think I'm going to have to learn a little bit about how that works, because if I had the entrance in such a way that the priority pass could come out the backside to this, my paths are probably just too short, is the problem. I think the queues are going to be too small. Like, this whole thing actually should be looking more like this, I think. Which then could enable me, because see, maybe the priority pass here could just pop out here into here. Let's see if I can do that on this. So we'll get in here, we'll do a grid. Okay. So I'm going to actually come in here, turn that pass back on. Oh, pass is enabled. Okay. So we now place the... No? What the hell? So it's got to be a feeder. Why doesn't it feed off of this part, though? Place the exit here, so it should just... It doesn't, though. I don't know. Fuck. I'll just disable that for right now. This speed of the big wheel, but then it goes from being a gentle ride to a thrill ride. Maybe I could shape that cue a little bit differently. This is pretty much what this series is going to be like, I think. I'm not sure if I just made this any longer, but it does fill in a little bit more. Well, I'm going to definitely have to watch a few more tutorials on path making and queue making and priority pass and all the stuff that I don't clearly understand. But I think why there? And once we get some trees in here so that we don't have this massive empty space here for the queue paths, it's starting to look kind of cool. Okay, so that is going to come around the backside. That'll be fine. And it'll go off that way. So, what needs to be over on this side? Well, we can do a few more gentle rides, or I would actually kind of like to do some small... Well, you know, I'd like to do this. I was actually thinking I could probably fit that in and still get this tiny one in as well. But I don't know about that because the path, the queue path. But why don't we put this one in? Because there is no really... I mean, aside from a carousel, there's no real other... How is this a gentle ride? The genie, yeah, the genie will be in the Morocco transition. Oh, well, okay. More spinny rides. I could do a spinny ride and a small thrill ride, because this counts as a thrill ride, as opposed to, what was that one? This one? Yeah, the paragliding. Well, it's meant to look like airplanes. Yeah, let's do that. Let's fill in this with another. We'll do a thrill ride out the back. Let's actually leave a little bit of space for an exit. You can just exit straight into that path. That's fine. And let's go to Gentle Ride. And we'll do the Chariplane. Now the Chariplane has low excitement. So I guess we can raise... This is bad excitement, right? Maybe I'll be able to raise the speed of it. And that'll be helpful there. Okay. So this does stick out a little bit. It doesn't keep it confined, but maybe I'll add another little thing right here. Actually, because I could maybe move that into there. Or something. I don't know. Place entrance. Here. Place exit. Right there. Gives me a little bit of space for trees or bushes or whatever. But this is kind of where I wanted the queue path for that. Okay, so we'll connect to there. And how do I want this to go? I mean, we could try and add a few G's in there and see how that works. Maybe, okay, maybe this one's actually better off if I place the entrance up here. What are we doing? Come on. I don't imagine this is going to be that big, but maybe it is. What? There. I'm sure there's a formula. There's got to be a formula for the amount of people that can come in and use the ride and how long the queue should be. Because the thing that I do remember from years and years ago of watching a Let's Play of Planet Coaster when it came out was that you don't actually want super long queues because then people just sit there. So you want it long enough that people can actually you know, that they'll actually stay there and keep it full, but you don't want it so that they'll stay there all day. Like if it's full, they'll go wander off to something else. So that might be a little too much, but I think it'll be worth it. It'll be, because otherwise I could just go all the way down and that way and not stick it out so much. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Let's get this one. See, now here's an issue, because that little thing is really only going to allow for one pathway. So if I make it come up here, snake, and maybe get to here? It's hard to visualize where that path is going to bend, because I know how many loops I should be able to get. We might just have to move that path, that's fine. If we have to move it, we will move it. Okay. Oh yes, and then I of course need to do my color coding, although it seems a little silly right there, so we won't. This is a visual indicator. And then you need to be connected. So, can I angle snap now to, there we go. Maybe that's not a good idea. It's angle snapping in a very strange direction. That's a little bit better. That's not so much. Yeah, let's not do that. Yeah, that looks all right. It's not quite what I imagined, but it'll work. This may need to be extended out just a little bit, which is always an option. That's something I need to remember, that I can just clip off this, extend it out a little bit, and maintain that loop. But I just also don't know how many people are going to want to come on the swing here. So, I would say that's sort of the main entrance area done ride-wise. So I guess I can open it and let people come in, and we'll see if we run profit or not. We've already got a prestige of 8 based on what? Scenery? So whilst we've got these going, I guess I can plop down other things. Okay, so now there's another part of this. before I do that, where do I find staff? Park management, probably, huh? Staff. So there's a festive King Coaster, and there's regular King Coaster, who will obviously be here. There's the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. Is this the full? Oh, no, it's just a little guy. There is, however, just a mascot, but there is, in here, somewhere, statue, okay, but that's still not what I was looking for. Custom bits? Custom bits of Ghostbusters? Well, somewhere in here, there is the ability for me to make my own Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. I saw it somewhere. There's like the bits, so I can make one. But if there's just a statue, maybe I'll just have that statue in there. But, yeah, okay, so visually, I think this is about as big as I want each of the themed areas to go. I mean, I did kind of create that 20 by circle, that 20 unit circle. So this is kind of the size that I'm looking at. Now, like I say, that's not necessarily going to be the thing, the standard, because when I build over here, one of the things I want to add is Princess Peach's castle cart, go-kart thing. And that's going to take up a section all by itself. Like, it's almost as big as the park, so I want to tuck that into the corner there. So really, this area is probably going to be a little bit bigger. Taking up that whole corner, I imagine. So we'll see. But so it's not going to be like a perfect circle, obviously. It's going to be more organic, and as it fills in, it will detail it and whatnot. So anyway, let's get back to this. I'm going to need to put down. I should probably put down trash cans and whatnot first. I'm not even sure where all that is, in fact. Okay, let's get rid of Ghostbusters. Let's see, is it bin? Is it trash? Oh boy. Where the hell? Bin? There we go. Park bin. Just ribbon sign. Okay, what is this? World Fair bin. Interesting. Okay. Vintage bin, that's cool. Oh, so the vintage... Yeah, the vintage will smoothly transition through the Morocco. Unfortunately, that's not where I've got it. So we'll save this for maybe the Morocco transition. There's a recycling bin. Oh, okay. Well, we don't want that. So standard blues, but I kind of like the look of these better. So let's come in here and put in... Whoa. Put in a bin there and a bin there. Now, I don't know what I'm actually going to put in this area. I feel like I should put something. I probably have a statue that I could put in there. And isn't there also... There's some kind of like path railing or something, right? Is that actually what these are? No, that just replaces the path. I feel like there's actual fence in here. Fence. Okay, well that's sort of fancy. Victorian fence, my god. Scenery theme. Content pack, main game. There's a tower defense turret. That's cool. Fairy tale fence, greeble fence, rope fence, painted western fence, just a regular old metal fence. Alright, and these all have to be placed individually, don't they? A low metal fence. Wooden planet coaster fence. Okay. Wooden curved fence. Okay. Tall metal fence. Well, I think that maybe something like this will work. I'd like to have something in the middle of that. There's also benches. I remember you can put benches down, and then you can snap the bins to them, right? Park bench. So like I could put this down, it snaps to the road, and then I can take this and snap it to the, yeah. So what if I then take that, take that, really? What the fuck? Why won't those... Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Just settle down. Okay, well, we'll move that bin back. We're going to want a lot of these. I'm thinking another bench here, just for the symmetry. Even though it is kind of awkward to just be sitting there as people are lining up for milkshakes or whatever. Why are you doing that? And then I have to remember to do something with that pathway. Oh boy. Okay, just had to get some water. Okay, so we got that. We should probably put bin there. Actually, I'd rather put the benches down because then I can snap the bins to the benches. I guess the benches go to the bin too. What if I did... Actually, this should work, right? Okay, and then this should just go right there. Okay, I like that. Now, can I duplicate that over here? Probably not both benches, but I can try. I'm not really sure how many of these I should get. Fine. So those are going to be pretty high traffic areas. I think having a bin there would be good. What else? Probably want more up in here, actually. So let's put... Well, maybe I could actually put a bench here. There's got to be a way to make these things go together. You know, so that I can make a bench bin combo, and then we'll just kind of go that way. Of course, we're going to need another one over here. that should actually probably go a little bit this way. And then that can go. And I think I'm probably also going to have to learn the shortcut keys at some point. But we won't worry about that right now. Maybe another bench bin combo. So what is it? Copy? Oh, control D for duplicate. Okay, that's a little funky, but we'll do it. It's kind of 3D program controls there. Move. Would you just snap? Why doesn't it want to snap to this one? I'm kind of annoyed by that. No, whatever. It'll work. So, people just have a little bit of a sit down for a minute, and probably want to put a lot more benches around, but obviously we're going to want trees and bushes and whatnot. So anyway, I would like to actually open this up now. So let's get the necessary people. We will get King Coaster, just hanging out there, why not? And we will get ourselves a maintenance guy, a security guy. The shops come with vendors. Okay, these are going to be pretty fun. So we'll get a mechanic. How many people can? Well, I guess we'll find out. So I need one of them. I also need a janitor. Probably gonna need a couple for this area. One security guy ought to be enough, I would think. And okay, here we are. We're gonna open the park now. Now there's stuff like management of the zones that these people walk in, right? Let's see the customers. We already turned one family away, but got some more coming in. Immediately wants a drink and a restroom. Okay. So we'll just have to wait and see, I suppose, whether or not we've got enough material and enough people here to keep things going. Immediately, we've jumped up to 35, just from scenery. Park benches alone, I guess, are pretty good scenery for some reason. Let me duplicate you. Are they saying... Is it Simlish, or is she actually saying something?